Okay, well, it's a Sunday, Monday. It's a team match. Our team, our club didn't put a team in this year, but I've had a good weekend anyway. Sectional win yesterday and second on the match on Saturday. So yeah, I've had a good weekend. So I've come in back down to revisit it. This is my peg, 87. They haven't pegged down this far today. 81 is the end peg, but I thought I'd come and have a quick look at it. That was the old pegs opposite there. They used to fish matches over there years ago. They don't anymore, as far as I know. Yeah. But just to recap, I caught on the feeder across there, a couple of yards off from the far bank. Come on the inside here, loose fed maggots, and had a couple of roach and perch. Then I went out on 13 metres and started on the hemp, and then eventually ended up catching them on casters. As I said, £8.12. Unfortunately I didn't catch much in the last half hour, which is a shame because I was only 14 ounces from winning the match. But there we are. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up for the viewers, so they can actually give you my interpretation on all the pegs, because I've been fishing here for 20-30 years now, so I got to know it pretty well. It's changed over the years. I was talking to an angler early on who used to fish it, and he remembers big bags, 20 odd pound on some of the matches here. But I mean, you still catch those big weights, but they're not as frequent as they used to be. Okay, so this is 87. So whoever fishes this peg, is usually the end peg of the match. What I like about this is because it's an end peg, the fish will keep coming. It might take a while, but they do come, and you are sheltered. They have cut the tree down. There was a tree there, but it's all cut down now. Okay, so this is peg 87. Yeah, so today I think they've got 12 teams of 6. Favourites in Cadence and probably Daiwa Gordon League, I would think, between those two teams. But you can't rule out any of the other teams because they're all good. I'll show you the next peg. Now these lower pegs in the 80s are not all that clever, to be honest. This one is 86. I've drawn this before. I have struggled off it, but now and again it does produce a barbel and chub. When I had it, I only had a couple of pound off it. It's a bit awkward because obviously you've got a lot of streamer weed out there, a lot of stick-ups. Okay, that's 86. Okay, I'm coming up to 84 now, 85. It's a bit wider, it's deep here. These pegs are deep. Talking about 10-12 foot. Opposite what we call the cricket pitch. As I say, not the best pegs. If you're catching 4 or 5 pound of fish in a team match, you're doing well, or in any match in fact. Now and again they do produce a bit more, if somebody gets a bonus fish. But I'm walking up now. These pegs are not in today. No, 84, this is one I had the other day. When I said the other day, the other week. They have cut back, I see there's a branch there. That was a problem. It was growing and it looks as though they tied it back out of the way. I'm surprised they don't cut it off, to be honest. But if you remember, this was the end peg, and I actually I done well, didn't I? Got placed off it. The guy below me on the one match did actually catch a bream over the other side. They are the odd bream here. Again, but not the best pegs. As I said, this is my interpretation of the pegs. Other anglers might have different views on it, but anyway, this peg, 83. Now I've drawn this one, and believe me, it's very, very deep on the inside. In fact, we had one angler who used to come on a regular basis, actually fell in and he couldn't get out because there's no foothold to actually get out. So he had to wait until somebody came along and helped him. I actually dropped one of my stands, camera stands in, and I couldn't retrieve it because it's so deep on the inside. It shallows up across, and I did have 3 pound of small perch up in the water, chublets up in the water. So that's how I would fish this. On the inside you'd think it'd be fish there, but it's so deep, I don't know whether it's no oxygen or something, but I definitely didn't catch. And most anglers will tell you, you know, it's not a very good peg at all. But yeah, on this day I'm sure sometimes it would, you know, it would fish. That's 83. Now the next peg, 82, is a big long gap between, you know, what I consider not a very good peg, and you've got all this bit of water with there's no pegs in whatsoever. Now the funny thing is, if you look over the top there, you can't see them today, but you find there's all little chublets under the water, and you just can't reach them from the peg above, and there's no access from below either. So yeah, so I suppose it's a bit of a fish conservatory area. Okay, now this is the start of the match, and we're coming up. This is Tony Skinner on the end peg for Cadence. Let's say Cadence got a good draw today, I think. Tony should do well, be on an end peg. I just spoke to him now, and he said he's only had a couple of roach. I don't know if he's had any more. This is Mr. Royal, running. Any more, Tone? No? No more?
Hey?
Right, now...
£7?
I got placed off this peg once, fishing a waglet up in the water. And I never forget when I got back, Lee Gardner said to me, he said I done well because it very rarely fishes, but at an end peg sometimes it does fish. So, anyway, Mr. Royal.
This is the peg that you said is the worst peg on the bloody stretch, isn't it?
No.
This the next peg up on it.
Two pegs up, yeah. Sorry, he follows my vlog as well. So is Tony. So as I say, he is struggling at the moment. Right, now the next peg is really very, very close to, well, in fact, there used to be a peg there, but they don't put that in anymore. I think they've changed it. This is at the bottom field, what we call the bottom field. 20 pallets on this one. He said he was struggling. Peg 81. To say, not the best pegs. So, yeah. I have drawn it before, and I've only had ounces off it. The next peg, again, not a very good peg. I was going to Ben McGrath on this one, on peg 80. I remember an angler fishing this on one match, catching a load of eels, but I don't think the eels are actually showing on it anymore. And again, it's not a peg that you'd run to. But is he any good? Has he done any good? Is he caught? No? Half pound is he? All right. Oh. Couple of roach, yeah. Oh, this is a team match anyway, so it'll count, doesn't it? Right, okay, so Ben McGrath of Preston Innovations. Right, another peg very close, very tight. These are deeper pegs as well. Dan Ashington, and Dan's admitting to a couple of fish early on. Don't think he's had any more. No, he's on the feeder now. Again, it's a deep peg. Again, on this day it probably catches, but mostly it doesn't. So, right, I'm just walking up now. This is the bottom, what we call the bottom field. A lot of people watch it today. I do. Steve Townsend, Drennan. And you got Steve? Is it? Oh, bad area, mate. Yeah. Very wide and deep, isn't it? Yeah. Then, you know, you've got pleasure anglers opposite. I mean, they're not fishing now at the moment, but during the night, they come down and they fish off their rod ends and they catch a load of bream. You know, so you would think. So, you know, looks like Steve's doing the right thing, actually, going across, because you never know. You never know. No, again, it's not a peg you'd run to, but peg 78. Right, it's just walking up again now. Oh. All the best. I just told the old Bradley then, are you? An angler come down from Oxford Ray, fishes the River Wye with us. Right, peg 77. Now this is a funny peg, this. Now between this peg and the next peg, it actually shallows up. It shallows up. And one match this year, one of the guys had 30 odd pound of bream of it. And then they also showed the following week as well. And I think the reason is, as I mentioned, you see the tackle already set up. Guys from the caravans come down and they actually put ground weight and fish, usually, you know, under their rod tip. Of course, that day they must have wandered over this part of the river. And but over the last couple of matches, they haven't produced. As I say, I remember over the years, there's the odd chub to be caught right on the inside, but that hasn't been caught for a few years. I don't know if it was the same chub, but it was always one chub caught. Anyway, Martin Heaven's on this. So. Right, now, the next peg. There used to be a peg in the middle here. It's not here anymore. It's all overgrown. And this is a shallow peg. And many years ago, I made a video, me and a friend of mine, Clive Roberts. I was drawing the one above. He was drawn by here. I think it's run by here somewhere. Anyway, he won the match with 22 pound of fish. And because I mentioned, because it shallows up like that, that's what makes a good peg. Now, because this peg's not in, the next peg up makes it a very good peg. And apparently, there's a Kevin Tallis on it today, and he's actually catching fish. Yeah. Right, Kev, catching a couple? He was. I've gone off there. All right, mate. Yeah. So, well, I was just saying about this peg, it sort of shallows up a little bit, and that's what makes it good, because the pegs above are like, 12, 14 foot deep. And this one, I've had it before, as I said, I made a video on this one, and I did catch on the stick float and the waggler down the middle. I think it was 2 years ago, I came fourth and I got beat on this peg by Tom Scully. Tom Scully actually beat me by an ounce for 750 quid. The difference between, third and fourth. But Kevin's catching a couple, so I said it's a good peg. So always produces. I think it's got placed a couple of times already this year. Yeah, but Kevin's busy there. All right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, see, I can see his depth there. He's only got about 5-6 foot, so that's why it shallows up, and that's what makes this a good peg. So just watch him a minute, just in case he catches a fish. Yeah, so it's deep water to the left, and it's coming up onto a shelf now. He's just holding it on the shelf. As he said, he was catching early on. Yes. Because the water's so clear, the fish seem to they don't stay there long. They sort of move around a bit, so maybe pike moving, who knows. Yeah, no. As I said, I'm hoping he's going to catch a fish for us. Okay, let's move on. Right, that's Kevin. Right, next peg. Now, I've only ever seen this produced once, and this because it's a very deep peg. I remember Dave Harrell having this one once, and he caught right on the inside. Now, I've drawn it, and I haven't done much good of it, to be honest with you. Brian Pollard's on it today. Now, Brian did hold the record. In fact, he might still hold the record. Do you still hold the record for this place, Brian, or is that gone? Yeah. But he caught his on that peg 76 I was just telling you about then. But unfortunately today I think he's struggling. You had any? No? Oh, he is struggling. It's a shame. Brian, because you know me does well on you, but it's all down to the draw at the end of the day, isn't it? Alright, Brian. Okay, let's move on then. Right, it's all roped off, as you can see. Keep the spectators away from, not that it's going to make much difference skylining. Right, now this peg 74 is a bit of an anomaly because, again, it's not a good peg. I actually came here one day for an early morning walk, and there was a lot of fish topping on the inside. And so as it happened, I actually drew it that day as well, and I did catch a lot of fish on the pinkies, only a couple of pound, you know, on close in, on a little stick. But again, you know, it's a peg that you would probably hope to catch some bream on when there's a bit of colour in the water, you know. So, any good? Two roach, oh, yeah. As I say, you're struggling off it. Yeah, so that's Richie Kirk from Summer Baits. Right, so now I got a funny story about these two pegs, because 71 and 72 are not, they used to be rubbish pegs, absolutely rubbish. And one year, a couple of years ago, in 5 matches I drew either that one or this one, 5 matches running. Actually, it's now 73, but it used to be peg 72. Oh, is he catching?
Having the odd little roach.
Little roach, I go now. Oh well, okay. Yeah. I remember drawing this once before, and I actually had what we call a couple of hybrids. Yeah, he's got a fish on now. Where's the netting? This is Ian Jennings. He's a local lad. He knows what he's doing. Oh, he's a roach. Yeah. Is it pike over that then? Yeah, usually pike normally grab him. As I said, I've actually caught a pike off this one, and a lobworm once close in. Oh, there we are, so a bit of action then. Yeah, so he's had a couple, yeah. Now 73, as I said, it's not the best peg. There used to be a snag in it, and they pulled it out. And this is the other one. Again, I did qualify one year on the Witch Haven off this peg, casting across with a feeder. Oh, Dean Barlow's on it today. Any good, Dean? Oh, you're catching, is he? No. Bits? Oh, bleak.
Small ones.
Small ones, is it? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, again, it's not the best pegs. Yeah. I remember it was an end peg once, and somebody did actually do very well on it. They may have won the match, but that was a couple of years ago. So Dean Barlow's fishing up in the water for bleak by the look of it. Yeah, a bit of cloud. Yeah. Again, it's very deep across, and one of the tactics used to be block end feeder across, you know, for eels. There are a couple of little chub to be caught on a waggler as well across, but whether they're, you know, in abundance like they used to be. But that's peg 72. As I say, it used to be peg 71. So yeah, they have moved them all down one. Right, who we got here? We got Craig Will Smith on 71. Now Craig won a match the other day up on peg 7. Any good, Craig? Any more? Any more?
I got one chub.
Oh yeah, you said that earlier. Okay. Is it? Okay. So he's had a chub, he said, and some bits now, so. On the meat, was it?
No, I wish it was.
Oh. You got a meat on there now, haven't you?
Single bronze, fine.
Is it? All right. Single bronze. Fair dues. Yeah, good angler, Craig. He's, as I say, he won that match the other day, and lucky he's drawn this today, which isn't one of the best. It's another peg here, very close, but they don't put it now because it's too bloody close, to be honest. It's a disabled peg, peg 70, so they don't put that in. And the next one then is 69. Again, these are not the best pegs. There are some bream to be caught when the water's up. Who's on this today? Oh, it's Bradley Proctor.
Same size.
Yeah. Look, is he struggling, is he? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, as I say, it's 69, 68. You need water on these pegs. Personally, I did catch on the Hemper ones, half depth, in one match, won a section. Same with this one, 68 is another one. Who's on this one? Oh, Jim Broccoli. Still struggling, Jim? Still struggling? No. Yeah, not a lot, no. Well, not a lot, mate. The best one is Kevin Tallett on 75, who's, on that shallow peg, yeah. Yeah, he's on the phone to somebody. I was just trying to get some information, but yeah, that's Jim Broccoli, another good angler. He does well in Ireland. Just a lot of feeder fishing. Spends it on the feeder now. We got on here now. This is James Hall. Yeah, the wind's picking up. You can see that. Again, another peg that's need a bit of water on. I think it's either this one or it's the next peg up that a mate of mine, Kevin Elby, had back last year, and he actually framed, or I think he might have even won off it. And what he done, he put a block ender. Oh, Lee Gardner's on it. Oh, right. I bet Lee's, I thought so. He's on the block ender now. Yeah, so as I said, Kevin Elby had this, and he actually had a weight across. If you can see, there's like lilies and some growth over there. You had any across, Lee? Just one gudgeon? Oh, I can't. Only Kevin Tallett on 76, on that shallow peg. All the others are just catching bits like, Yeah, a couple of roach and that sort of stuff like.
I've just told the fucking dig got to fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
He's just come crashing down on you, fucking carry.
Who's that?
Fucking dig got.
Oh, is he?
He's just come crashing down, he's telling put my arms out.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's only saying you got about 5 ounces at the moment. Now, I'm coming up to these pegs here, the ferry pegs. Got the cafe opposite. These are popular with day anglers. James pulled it. Any good, James? Couple of bits.
3/4 pound.
Oh, well, that's not bad then. That's, trouble is, you got Tim above you who's had that perch, haven't you? And,
Perch first put in, yeah.
yeah, and Ed Warren above him's had a skimmer. So, yeah. You got a bit of bad luck this weekend, haven't you? Just missing out on the prizes.
Okay.
I know. One fish away, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Never mind. We've all been there.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, that's James. So James getting busier now, look. James from Smithy's on 65. Now, 64. Now this peg can produce. And last year it produced a few times. Got Tim K on it at the moment. Apparently he's caught a perch that grabbed a roach on the way in. And he's actually he's keeping his head down at the moment. He don't want to talk to anyone, so I won't stop and talk to him. But as I say, this peg, two little tip about this peg, right? You got the ferry going across, and what happens when that ferry rope drops, it creates a little bit of a cloud in the water. And I know that in the mid-river they actually catch skimmers. And this year, I think it produced for 2 or 3 matches running. People who've done it, but obviously Tim's not doing that. He's obviously fishing for the team. But that's a little tip there. There are small skimmers and hybrids to be caught along here. The next peg, Ed Warren's on. Good angler, Ed, and he's above. Oh, just go and show you now.
your petrol money.
Okay?
Paid your petrol money.
Paid my petrol money. Nice to see you.
Yeah, and you.
There's an old angler used to come. Right, I don't know if you actually saw that, but they just dropped the chain in the water, and that's what creates that sediment that travels down, and that makes it a good peg sometimes. as I say, the angler on it at the moment is not fishing for the feeder, unless he changes maybe later. Now, this is a good peg, Headwater. Now, he's on what I would call an end peg, in a sense that he's got a long bit of water you can draw fish from. He's had a skimmer already, he's told me. I don't know if he's had any more. And he's probably had some other bits and pieces. Yeah. Hey mate, how's he doing now?
Yeah.
Hiya.
I'm not sure he's getting on.
Oh, right. Oh. He had a skimmer earlier, I know that.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's getting a few bites,
He's getting a few bites on the hemp, is it? Yeah, all right.
No, I don't think he's on hand.
It's a nice peg this. I had it once and I remember catching a perch on the side, but of course they're not showing at the moment. You know.
A few big chub have come off it.
Yeah, the odd chub, yeah.
The odd chub.
Yeah. I actually won a match off this one once when it was up and coloured. And I've only got a rod length out and I fished a big lobworm.
Yeah.
And I had a chub and a big roach and a perch and I won the match. Only about £4, £5.
Good weight, Danny.
Yeah, it was good weight on the day, was it? Yeah. But Ed Waters on it today, so to say, if anyone's going to catch off it today, he will.
Yeah, good angler.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed one going, I think. Looks like he's a small roach, yeah. Or gudgeon. Never mind. They all count. Yeah. Right. Okay, just having a chat with a couple of lads then who watches the vlog, so that's good. Right. This is one of my favourite anglers. Nice guy. Paul Passmore from Oxford. If you don't know, he's on the Waggler, I think. Is he? Yeah. Any improvement, Paul? No. No, still struggling, yeah. Yeah, these are funny pegs, these. Peg 62's never been a real, favourite of mine, and again, it's a peg that you need a bit of water on. Now, saying that, it was either this one or the one above. One of the anglers actually caught a barbel the other week when it was a little low in conditions, and he was going for perch on a pole, and he actually landed a barbel. And it was on this one today. Oh, Sonia. Any more, Sonia? Yeah? Any more? No? Yeah, Sonia's on this one. As I say, it's a peg that produced that barbel the other day. She did have a couple of perch to begin with, but she said she's struggling now. So I'm just moving up, And now, I've had this one before. Peg 60 and 61. Again, not the best pegs. Sometimes it does produce on the hemp, but it is deep, very deep. Again, small fish. Hey mate, oh, all right. So, any good, Martin? Yeah, not the best pegs.
It's not where you want to be anyway, is it?
No. As I said, I've drawn this as a little story. Mark Downs was on the one above me once, and I thought, if I don't do any good, just beat Mark would be the thing. And what I done, actually, I went across on the Waggler, and I actually had some perch across there. It shallows up a bit. Yeah, and Mark, I beat Mark that day, Mark Downs. But that's 60 again, not the best pegs. Not real form. You do get the odd bream along these pegs, by the way, in the 60s, the low 60s when there's water on. But of course, it's very low and clear at the moment. It's at least 12 inches lower than normal. What have we got on here now? This is one. Unfortunately, Nigel's admitted to a couple of small roach and gudgeon. Unfortunately, he got that barge opposite. Now, it's a good winter peg. Now, this is very, very close peg. This is a problem you've got. And who's on it? Whoever's on it seems to be doing the right thing. Richard James. Yeah, this is a great winter peg. In fact, it won a couple of matches, I think, last winter. Chub, quite decent chub across. Any good? No? Oh, bloody. Just ounces. Yeah, again, it's low and clear, and that's the problem we got at the moment. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Liam Page Smith. Any good, Liam?
Any fish of chuck it is. Can't get in quick enough.
No. They're funny pegs. I mean, obviously, as far as I'm concerned, he's doing the right thing there, because there are the odd chublets across. They're good. They're better winter pegs for some reason. Yeah, it's not a peg I'd run to, but I have seen hemp road trap this peg before. Hi, mate. Right. Yeah, it's just working out. Okay. Yeah, just right. Right, here we got Welsh International Lee Edwards. What's Lee doing? Lee's on a whip, I think. Yeah. Looking for bleak, maybe. Oh no, he's on a waggler. What's a toe? That's a long rod he got. Impressive. Any good, is he?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, probably little bleak and little chublets, I suppose. Oh, right, he's on the, look like a bolly. Yeah, interesting. And that's why you got the tall rod up. Yeah, it's an interesting method, but again, this peg 56 is really a winter peg more than anything else. I would probably fish a waggler across and take a chance, but there you are. No, we're getting into some better pegs here now, or there used to be good pegs. This lad's on the feeder, going across, obviously looking for chub, chasing beans. No, this is 55. Again, a better winter peg, but the better pegs now are in the 53. Now this one, if you watch my vlog, yeah, no, this is on the tail end of them here. Like this is where the chub. Any good?
20 little ones.
Got oh well, all right. It's better than some. Yeah, so basically, he's feeding across, and he's on a long pole. Got 20 little fish, he said, so he's doing quite well. But this is the start. Sometimes they're on this peg. You don't normally put 54 in. It's usually 53. As I say, I was a top weight here on this peg on one of the matches a couple of weeks ago. Back on 53. I think Mark Bush is on it now. Yeah. No, it's a funny peg because you've got like a bush opposite. Now, because it's low and clear, and the trees are starting to throw their leaves off. But when I had it, the leaves were pretty close to the water, and I was catching little chub. Underneath, I caught 20 odd chub for £8 odd, and I was third in the match. The only ones to beat me was peg 1 and 2 on the day, and that was when the bream was showing. But yeah, it's quite deep. Mark's putting a bait dropper in at the moment. Yeah, any good, Mark? No.
I got 4 chublets.
4 chublets, yeah.
Birch and half a dozen goodwin.
Oh, right, okay. So you got a little bit of a mixed bag. So what's that, a pound or so?
Yeah, a bit less than that maybe.
Yeah, about a pound.
Not good, is it?
No, it's better than a lot, mind. You know, some down there really struggling, so.
Well, I'm really struggling now. I had
Yeah,
first 10 minutes I had a few bites on the wagger and I had no fight.
yeah. That's it, yeah. The trouble is you got every peg and the next peg is so close to you. So when he's feeding your fish. Yeah, when I had it, of course, there was nobody above me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Just keep at it, you never know. All right. Anyway, that's Mark. Very good angler. Always in the frame on here. And across the canal, of course. He's across the canal angler specialist. Here we got Sam Johnson. No, Sam. Has he got a fish on? Oh, looks like. Hi, Sam. How you doing, mate?
Very well.
Catching a couple, haven't you? Well, you heard when I come past. I don't know. Did they die? Did they? No, on the waggler.
Yeah, it's the wind that's tangled
The wind, yeah, I know, it's a bugger. I was saying I was on that peg below you. Of course, this one wasn't in. When I had £8 odd, third in the match. You know, but that was all those little chublets, and of course, this peg wasn't in, so... Yeah, there you are. Keep at it though, you know, you never know. Yeah, so this is peg 52. Right, in fact, this peg I actually won a match off doing exactly what he's doing there, bait dropping it with a worm. And I had chub, and this was back last year. And I had some nice chub in my bag. So yeah, he's doing the right thing there. So just fingers crossed that they come. Get up the road, you. You're my old mate. Are you okay? Yeah, you don't fish now at Evesham. You used to fish a lot before, didn't you? He's on the canals now. There do, sir. No, but he's come along today to watch. Right, let's go up a little bit further now. As I say, 51, this used to be the flyer. This used to be the chub flyer, but again, not producing at the moment. And who's on it? Mike Pedding. Any good now, Mike? No, mate? Oh. It's a shame, innit? God, used to be flyers. These used to run to these pegs. Yeah. Because I think it was last year that I was fishing it, and I thought something come up in the water, and it was a bloody big otter. So I don't know whether that's, you know, got a bearing on it. Yeah, probably. Otters have chased them out or something. Yeah.
Who's catching?
The best so far down there. Tim Kay's just had a £1+ perch that took the roach. I was bringing it in. Spawn his son.
You got him out, did he?
Yeah, he got him out. Yeah. And then Ed Warren above him has had a skimmer. And then Kevin Tallett on the bottom on peg 76. He's catching a few. He's probably got the best weight down there.
Is it harder than Saturday?
Possibly.
Well done for Saturday.
Thank you.
I seen on Facebook.
All right, yeah. I got to put the vlog up on that now tomorrow when I get home.
What weight did you have?
Right, okay, so we leave Mike, as I say, he is struggling a bit. Okay. Again, that used to be a flyer. As I said, an otter come up in it last year when I fished it, and after that, and this peg is the one that he actually caught off. A young lad caught, well, he was losing a lot of fish, so I don't know how he's doing. I think they're all struggling along here now. Duncan, Gallisfield. I don't know. I'll ask you now. How are you doing? Any good? How much? 3 ounces. Yeah, so that's par with the course on a lot of them on this. Yeah, not much you can do. About 3 ounces, it's a shame. But this used to be, again, it used to be a nice peg, peg 50. It'd run on to 51, and this is where you catch a chub across there, you know, on the waggler. But again, you know, he's struggling. You know, it does need a bit of water. It does need a bit of water. Right, now this one, 49. Now, for some reason, the barbel moves onto these pegs. About 2 matches ago, one of our lads, Anthony Taylor, who fishes the Y, he drew this peg, and he didn't bring anything else except his feeder, and he thought he'd go for chub. And he went across there, 2/3 across, with a meat, expecting to catch chub. Instead, he caught 3 barbel and a chub for £38. Amazing. And never been known before. But anyway, and since then, a few other barbel have been hooked and lost here, apparently. I think he's trying. Any good? No. Oh, the famous barbel peg, this. Anthony had £30 of it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Amazing, eh? I think somebody's had one since or lost it, I think. But yeah, bit of a gambling team match, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's getting a couple of little fish on it. Yeah. Bloody nuisance, the pike on, yeah, I know, loads of them. But there we are, that's 49 for you. Again, now the one above, talking about barbel, a mate of mine, Andrew Murphy, Cadence, used to be Nomad years ago. He actually won, I think, through shaving off this one, and he actually caught a barbel. He dumped in a load of worm on a flat float, and he's actually landed a barbel and won the match. That was a couple of years ago. Yeah. Any good, James? Where you go? Is there? Oh, I know, the bloody nuisance there around here. Oh, well, it's very shallow here though. Like, he's probably only about 4 foot there. Like you said, he's getting piked out every time he gets a fish on. But again, a nice peg. I'd be very tempted to fish a whack across or a feeder as well, to be honest. There you are. It's a team match, so you've got to catch what you can. Now, next peg. Have a quick look. Who's on this one? Oh, this is Tom Hobbs. Good angler, Tom. Again, he's probably struggling. I won't ask him, but again, it's a good peg. 47. This is what they call the White House bend pegs. I had it the other day. I did win a section of it by fishing a stick float and a waggler, but I did get piked out quite a bit. Yeah. But what they say, when there's pike, there's fish. You okay? Catching Tom or not? Just little bits? Yeah. No. Odd fish like that, eh? Yeah. You're lucky a pike didn't take that one.
It's had the other one about 3 ounces.
Oh, they normally do. I had this, and I got piked out on it. I did win a section, mine, but the amount of pike I lost, or had on, ridiculous. I know, I don't know where they live here.
That's the first roach I've actually had.
Is it? Oh, right.
The first one I had was like 3 ounces.
3 ounces, yeah.
Took it, just down here.
Yeah.
And about 5 minutes later, it rolled next to the float.
Oh. Yeah, just saying how he got piked out and a pike took a 3 ounce perch. It was a shame. Oh, they were. Bloody pike. Yeah. Oh, well, let's carry on then. So again, 47 can be a good peg. White House bend. These used to be tracking roach pegs. Good for the hemp. Used to be. Who's on this one? Stephen Crawley. Any good, Steve?
One perch, one dice.
Is it? Oh, oh well.
You're not fishing today?
No, not today. No, having a day off. Watching the experts.
No, you've been claiming it, haven't you? I've seen the video.
Yeah, so I'm doing a video on the peg, so yeah. So you'll be on YouTube. All right, mate. Keep going. Right, catching a couple of little fish on the inside, probably little gudgeon. Again, because it's a team event. Michael Denton, he done well yesterday, I think. He was in the frame yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Michael, yeah.
You've done well, haven't you?
Hmm?
You've done well, haven't you?
I done okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm nice on the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I done okay.
Yeah, I watch your videos on YouTube.
Oh, you do? I'll
Yeah.
just make you one now for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying to Mark now, he's struggling. He's on a feeder, but where you got ounces? Yeah. Yeah, just ounces. It's a shame really, because as I said, he used to be a cracking peg. This is the one, Mark. Yeah, this is peg 44. This is the one I also won a section of. Again, fishing a waggler, catching little bits, but again, piked out as well. So, yeah. I notice it gets a bit wider by here, but I remember coming to practice once for the hemp, and this is what I come to practice, just to get it right, you know. Yeah. In fact, 40, I've got to tell you a story, because 45, I know it's pretty close to this one, but I actually won the match with 16 pound of hemp roach on this one, and it was very similar conditions, and it was a week leading up to the John Smiths. And what happened, I ended up winning the match with £16 a hemp roach. And the following weekend of the festival, I actually drew it again. And I thought, happy days. But I didn't contend that the river actually come up and got coloured. And Alan Scotthorne was on this peg below me. And Alan bowled at him at ground bait and won the match. he had £30, I think, £32. Amazing. So, you know, how 1 week can change from another. Yeah. I was saying, Steve, this is the peg. This is the peg that Alan Scotthorne had. He bowled it in on a pole line and had a load of skimmers. But that was like, you know, a bit coloured then.
So I've had a few bites. I've just started.
Just had a few bites now, you? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you never know. You know, it might turn up late. It turned up late for me Saturday, see. So you know, just keep at it. Okay. Right, now we're coming on to peg 44, which I've already mentioned. So, as I say, that's not a bad peg. I classify these as reasonably good pegs. There were bream coming off these pegs early on in the season as well, the odd ones. John, God, I don't know how he's doing. There you go, John. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's par with a lot of people with the ounces, you know. Yeah. Again, this is a peg 43, which is, you know, to me, it used to be great roach pegs, these, you know. There's a White House, used to be the White House, called the White House Bend there. The White House is over there. Right, so they're all struggling here at the moment. But of course, what you see today is not normal. I mean, I'm sure, you know, you've got young Callum, who's a local international lad.
That's virtually everybody who said it's awful.
Is he? What's he got?
Well, they just told me it's bloody awful.
Oh, bloody awful. That's ounces, then. That sounds like ounces to me. Alright. Yeah. It looks lovely across there, don't it? You would think there'd be fish across there. Okay, now we're coming up to peg 41. This is one above the Corporation Meadow. You know, they call it a fish hatchery. I don't know why. But again, 41. Now, my mate Clive Roberts actually won the Shaving one year on this with a low weight, £4 odd, catching again on casters roach. So I don't know he's done. I think Josh Newman. I think he's struggling a bit. Right, and the next. No, this is
Come on, we need to get back to the car, darling.
This is the last peg in the meadow, and this to me is a great peg. Tom Potter's on this. I actually come third in a match with £14 a roach on a bread punch on this a couple of years ago now. But again, got lots of room to play with. So, how's he doing? Any good? You're reading the book. Mainly bits, is it? Okay. She's reading the book. Anyway, let's carry on then. There's again, no, these couple of pegs are not all that clever unless you've got water on. I think we've got young Mr. Pickering, not Tom of course, but his namesake. On this one, this is Simon. I think he was struggling early on. Is he catching?
£2.
£2. Oh, that's a good weight there. That's a good weight today then so far. And that's
46 fish.
46 fish. Okay, well done. Good. So again, this is. I had the one above this when I won my section the other day, doing exactly the same as him, which is fishing the waggler across. Now you put a pouch in, and I don't normally put that much in, but you know. So it goes on this one. This one is. Again, this used to be the turning point. This is where the boat, John Curtis on this. Any good, John?
No, Clive, everything I've got, the roach is taking it.
Pike is taking it, yeah. Oh, God, I know. Bloody murder. Yeah. As I said, I had this peg the other day, and I did win a section, but again, I had a lot of bloody pike trouble myself, so, you know, Anyway, keep out there, mate. As I said, that's where the boat used to turn around, and it's a good inside peg when the water's on. A friend of mine again, Clive Roberts, caught a bag of fish there once when it was up and coloured. Right, oh, I'm looking at fish on you. Now this is where the action is at the moment. It's where they're all catching. Just swinging a little fish, is it? No, just missed that one. Right, we're just below the Isbone. This is peg 37. Not a really great peg, but you know, it's the tail end of the fish that you catch from the Isbone. Apparently they are catching it just above the Isbone today. There's my mate, Andrew. Oh, he's on the feeder. Where you got, Spud? Ounces? Oh, God. Yeah. You know the feeling there? Oh, well. It's a shame that, because this peg, John Arthur actually won a match last year. One of those Riverfest qualifiers. But again, it has produced some fish this year, but today, struggling. And Andrew's putting the feeder across, so anyway, okay. Oh, Spud. As I say, now this is the peg, the Isbone. Now, my mate Tim's on this, but I think he's fishing the meat. Any good, is he? Any good? No? Nothing? Oh, that's a shame. They're catching above you though, isn't they? Yeah, I thought so. The fish, for some reason, this used to be the peg. I won off this match a couple of times and placings, and you got the Isbone that comes off. I used to live in a cottage opposite over there, and this was always one of the favourite pegs. But unfortunately, Tim Biddles is struggling on it today, which is a shame because Tim's a great angler, you know. He's fishing the meat, so he's over. Hey, mate.
You want for a chat?
Yes, certainly, yeah. Right, how is he doing?
He's catching.
Oh, right,
He's
good.
got a couple of hybrids,
Yeah?
a couple of small perch.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, these are the form pegs at the moment. So, he's Steve Hammer, he's, as I say, he's on the feeder, and he's obviously fishing on the mouth of the river, by the tributary. That's good. Oh, there you are. As I say, it's a good peg. For some reason, skimmers have been showing on these pegs the last few weeks. So, yeah. And then this is a nice good peg as well. This, again, I have treasures on this. Yeah, they've been to interrupting. Now, these pegs are shallow and fast, and they used to be known for barbel on these pegs. Peg 32. It's on the feeder. Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, it's yeah, good. And yourself? Okay, well, I'm up to peg 32 now, and just talking to somebody now, he said that Mark actually had a chub just now on the waggler. So that's where the fish are at the moment. As I say, I think it's basically because of the low conditions. They moved up from the Isbone mouth. But as I say, years ago, I think it was, yeah, either this one or the one above. You used to catch barbel close in. Yeah, you catch them on the caster per hempin and sit there all day, and then hook a barbel, £10 and win the match. But I think those days are gone now. You do get pleasure anglers fishing opposite for barbel in the night, apparently. But again, everyone's on the feed here, obviously looking for big fish. This is Mick Hudson. Okay. Right, and then, now, this peg is very, very shallow, very, very fast. Joe Skinner's on this one, I don't know what he's doing. Again, long pole, probably catching small bits, I think. How's he doing? Is he? couple of pound? Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, up in the water. That's the method really for team fishing. Okay, so I mean obviously you could fish a waggler then and stick. Hello, you got something big on you? Probably a pike. Yeah. What's you got on a pike? Is that a pike, Andy? Oh, he's off. Whatever it was. It's a big fish he had on there. Probably a pike. Hello there, Pablo along, yeah? Pike, yeah, I know. It's a nightmare, isn't it? Yeah. Every fish is catching, a pike is taking. But again, where there's pike, there's fish. Just got to get his head down and try and get him out, that's the only thing. Of course, sometimes the pole can be too slow, you know, you're bringing the fish in too slow. I think this is the advantage of when I fish the waggler sometimes, I can bring him in a bit quicker. But even then the pike grab him. Okay, I'll leave Andy, that's 29, so a good peg, as I say. Now, the next peg is quite a way up, it's at least 40, 50 yards up. So I'll see you at the peg. Yeah, I'm still walking. As you say, it's a long swim. Again, it's shallow. The reason I don't put it in is because there's a lot of weed in the water, but that's where the fish are and that's where a lot of pike are. My guess is he's probably, obviously might be getting piked out, but Vince Camelira, yeah, okay. Right, I can't get down to ask him, but again, oh, he's on the pole? No, he's on the pole. Oh, the whip. No, he's on the pole, yeah. You catch him, Vince? Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, anything big, a pike will have it, I know. Oh, it's a nightmare, I know. But as I said, there are a lot of small fish here, just you've got to get your head down and get them out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, oh God. Yeah, bloody pike. Okay, mate. Keep at it. So, as I said, it's a good peg. I like that peg because obviously it's small fish fishing. This one. This is a culvert. Now, many years ago, many bags of gudgeon come off this. I used to like it because I remember qualifying a couple of times off this peg. It's speedy and it's nice depth and there's not so much weed. You know, he's in now, he's catching fish now. Let's see if a pike takes it. Yeah. So there. Oh, he's lucky. You're lucky a pike didn't have that. Well done. There you have him. So, as I say, Alex Clements, he's a good peg. The next good peg, well, these 3 pegs, in fact, I rate them very highly. I've always done well off them. I remember qualifying on this peg with a hemp. And this is quite a long peg because you've actually got overhanging trees, although they cut some of it down now. Don't know who's on this. But again, I remember having a fish once on a bloody waggler across there, a bloody huge fish, didn't land it. Probably a big chub or something, or a barrel, I don't know. But again, that's another peg, that's the one above the culvert. Okay, that's peg 24, I think, and this is 23. This is another good peg. I qualified off this one. Was on it. Sean Boyer, as he's just below the bridge. It's a shame that there's a boat there because you catch across perch, but you'll also catch them down the middle as well, which is what he's doing there now, so that's good. And this is really one of the favourite pegs, one below the bridge. Yeah, he's got a fish now, it's a little fish. I spoke to him at the beginning of the match, Reese, and I told him, like, you know, there's plenty of fish to be caught on the inside, down the middle and across. So if he keeps at it, he should get a little bag there. Now I'm just coming under the bridge, just under the bridge. Now they don't put this peg in anymore. They used to do it, peg 21. I don't know why they don't put it in, but to me it's a good peg. But I was on this one the other week. Again, I won a section, fishing the waggler across, getting pestered by obviously little like pike. But my mate Ian's on it. Oh, he's still on it. You catching Ian? No, no, he's not. He's struggling, yeah. But he's on the hemp there a little bit. Good angler. He's probably won more matches than, or got placed more times than most. Oh yeah. And if, as I say, he is struggling a bit today. Again, a very light approach. Right, oh, he's right up in the water at the moment. Oh, he's struggling. It's a shame. As I said, I've had it and I've gone across with the waggler. Because my tactics are different than others, I think. I don't know. Years ago, I remember watching from the bridge up there when I was a youngster. I was watching Clive Smith win one of the big matches here on the waggler. I remember Ivan Max winning the match off you as well. But, you know, very light angler. Right, okay, so the next peg above. I've drawn this, not often, but again, oh, it was only a Galley crosses on this one. You catching Galley? No? No, struggling. Oh, piked out. Oh, yeah. Everybody's getting piked. Just because the water's low and clear at the moment. But again, it's another small fish peg. It's quite a good, nice depth here. It's about 6 or 7 foot. Again, he's on the feeder, so, you know, don't know if it's the right tactic today, maybe, who knows. And then the next peg. Oh, it's a mate of mine, yeah. Yeah, you see? Right, Jamie Robbins, struggling apparently. As I said, after winning yesterday, he's now come back to earth on peg 18. As I say, it's not been one of the best pegs for some reason. Oh, James, struggling, you? Oh, there you are. So anyway, that, as I said, that's peg 18. Now, on its day, it can. I have seen fish come off it. Hey, there he is. There's the two boys. All right. All right, thanks for that. Right, Stu Branson. Any good, Stu? You have, yeah. Oh, right, okay, that's good. Yeah, fair dues, okay. He had 50 odd fish, he said, small fish. So. No, not really. In the 30s, there's a couple of 4 pounds there. But apart from that, you know, it's probably ounces everywhere. So you're doing okay. Yeah, so yeah, he's doing well then, fair to swim. So that's on, that's... Now this, I remember this one, when there used to be babble on these couple of pegs, and I mean on a regular basis. And I remember Tony Bench catching one on a pole and losing one, because I was on the peg below him. But that was a few years ago. As I said, they're not here at the moment. As I say, just above the bridge, it's you know, a lot of pleasure anglers fish here, I think. This is another one. This is last year. A guy had a babble on the meat. He chucked it out, and I was above him, and he had one, and you know, with an hour to go, and framed, and I was on that peg above. But again, I said that the babble just not here anymore. Don't know why. Don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, so there you are. That's that was that peg, and this peg, as I said, it's the one below the stepway. Again, Tom's on it, struggling a bit. Any good, Tom? £1.5, yeah, okay. That's not bad. Yeah, about the same by there. Ounces down there. Jamie's struggling. Sheppy's struggling, you know. In the 30s they're catching mine, so. Yeah. Again, as I said, they're slippy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I say the babble has just vanished from these pegs for some reason. Yeah. You see, what I don't understand, this won a match the other week, £15, and Jamie had £11 off it, and like they've just disappeared again. Yeah, so you know, It's strange. It's funny. It's again. I like the pegs here because the one. What's that? Yeah. All right. Yeah. About 2.5 pound. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So he's doing well. You know, as I said, it has got a bit of form on it. This is a slipway. Get a lot of dog walkers along here. That's the only problem. And when you're on this peg, which I've been, it can be a nuisance. So, as I said, this peg is used to have Babel on it.
Yeah.
Steve Howard, Brennan, he's on it. No, this peg is the one I had the other day. This is the one I won my section off yesterday. 100 quid, thank you very much. £2 a bid, all the lads below me. I don't know what he's doing today. You catching? 10 ounce. Those chublets? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know it. I couldn't fish a pole yesterday. Yeah. Right, so there we are. He said he got about 10 ounces. He's had a couple of chublets. Same as I told him. I told him what to do. You know, so hopefully he might get some more. Right, this peg's not in today. For some reason, that's good. But it gives him a bit more room anyway above. Again, these are deep pegs. Deep pegs, and we've got here Charlie Fowler. Yeah, well, he's putting it away. Probably struggling. But as I say, because they're deep pegs, although in the winter I was second in the match with £14 again on the bread punch. So they can be good bread punch in the winter, but in the summer, don't know, too much traffic, too much boat traffic, water low and clear. This is where it's starting to get a bit deeper up here now. This is right now. This peg, I don't think I've ever drawn it. No, I haven't drawn this peg, but I have seen fish off it in the past. Remember Lee Garner catching a few skimmers on the pole. Anyway, so that's peg 10, and now peg 9. This is the this is what we call the disabled peg. Let me see, hang on, yeah, that's right, this is a disabled peg. Right, I'm telling a lie, I did have that peg below and just remember it now. And I won my section of it the other week. Again, I had a chub up in the water, exactly like I did on peg 11. This peg, it's a funny peg. Again, I don't rate this one at all. It is a disabled peg, but I have seen barbel come off it in the past. Again, I think he's probably struggling. Gary fella. Now this is where the pegs get good again now. Now this one, peg 8, this is a bit deeper, and it shallows up peg 7. Now 7 won the match the other week. Any good? Yeah? Couple of pound? Yeah. £2.5 the best on by year, and a couple of £4 in the 30s, and the rest of that is like ounces everywhere. Yeah. Unless they've caught since, you know, down the bottom, but no, struggling, mate. Okay, so as I said, now this is the better peg. This is where get from the crowd. That was Darren Rogers. No, this one, this is a good peg. Darren Cox is on it. Is he catching?
Yeah, he's got it.
He is.
Probably 8 or 9 jug.
I thought so. I did say this won the match here the weekend, Chub. Is he on the pole or the waggler?
On the waggler.
On the waggler, right, I thought so. So he could be winning the match if that's the case. What weight's he got?
I'm not sure what weight he's got, he just says he's got 8 or 9.
8 or 9?
Yeah.
Well, even if they're 10 ounces, no, he's winning the match. So Darren Cox, there you are. He doesn't fish here that often, but he's a good angler. He does fish the Avon, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's angler as well.
Yeah, he's a class angler, and he's on the waggler, so that's exactly how I would fish it. Okay, well, good. Right, let's carry on. So that's that was peg 7. Okay. Right. Then peg 6 now. So again, I remember last year I was the one above peg 5. Spud was on this one, and Spud opted for the pole, and I fished the waggler above him, and I beat him, and I just missed qualifying for the Riverfest. I had just short of £10, and I remember losing one chub at the bloody net, which cost me. So anyway, these are the good pegs. This is peg 5, and that's peg 6. Again, Paul Simmons on that one. I don't know what he's doing. A bit too far for me to go down. I don't want to disturb him when they're fishing. Now, there's a big gap now between the two, between peg 1 and 2. These are not in. 3 and 4 are not in. And as you can see, it's a big gap, but the reason I don't put them in because there's all streamer weed underneath. You might not be able to see it, but it's basically unfishable almost because you'd be snagging up all the time. They did put peg 2 in once, and a friend of mine, Richard Candy, actually had a £20 carp off it and won the match. One fish on peg 2, but that's the only time I've ever known. Sorry, peg 3. This one here, but that's the only time I've ever known them to put that peg in and that actually won the match, but they haven't done it since. Now, peg 1 and 2, these are what I class 2 of the best pegs on you. Trouble is, there's a lot of pike on them, and the chances are that they're probably getting piked out, but there's a few fish there to be caught as well. Peg 2, I've had this one, done well off it, framed off it. Scott, any good, Scott? About £2.5, yeah, okay. Oh, that's not too bad for the section. Yeah, Darren Cox has got probably £5-6 down there. Yeah, he got 8 chublets on peg 7, you know. In the 30s, they got a couple of £4. Tim Cade on the bottom got a big perch, which took the roach, so it's got to be £1 plus. Ed Warren had a skimmer, so yeah, no, but apart from that, it's anyone's match. Jamie's really struggling down there. Well, Ed Warren, obviously, I would, if you got £2.5, you're probably lying about 2nd or 3rd with that. In the section, yeah.
Is Ed Warren in this section?
Yeah. Not Ed Warren, no, he's right on the bottom side, yeah. No, I'm in this section weight-wise. Darren Cox, I was saying, he's the one who got the weight. Yeah. How's he doing above you? He's catching, yeah. Gonna have a look then, because again, hi mate. Hi, yeah, right. Okay, just bumped into one of my old team members then. Right, here, no, this is peg 1. Right. So, as I said, he has been catching. Steve Maynard, yeah. What you got, Steve? Oh, I thought you had more than that. Oh, well, Darren Cox probably got £5, £4 or £5. There's a couple of £2.5 in this section, so you know, if you only got £1, you are, you know, struggling a bit. But then there's only ounces down there, so you know, who knows. But anyway, as I said, I drew this peg the other day, and I was I got it framed in a match, and I caught close in. I've also caught on the waggler. So it's usually a bit of a mixed bag on this swim, but of course he is struggling a bit today. But anyway, so that concludes all the pegs. Oh, yeah, he's got a fish on. See, they're fishing out. Let's see if the pike takes this, because this is the problem he's going to have. If he can bring this in, because you know, there is nice stace. I wonder if he's got it. Yeah. What perch has he got? Oh, it's a small perch. Yeah, you're lucky a pike didn't have that. Yeah, well done. Okay, well that concludes all the pegs on the Evesham. I hope you've learned a little bit. You know, as I say, this is my interpretation. I could be wrong on a few pegs. Other people fish it differently than I do, but that's the way I fish it. And as I said, I've had quite a good season this year. picked up money every match except for once, so I'm happy with that. And topped off by this weekend by a second in the Ridgehaven and the section winning essay. So thanks for watching, and hopefully put your comments down below, and I look forward to see you on my next match, which will be next Wednesday on the float pony at Bewley. Okay, thanks for that.